Action.
I'm H. Brown. This is the Bulldog Hour. We're going to be doing this once a week. Tony Dorenzo behind the camera over there, producer and artiste extraordinary, will have some of his sketches on today. But today I'm going to talk of, it's Friday and it's January the 6th, is it, or 7th?
7th.
7th, day past D-Day. We're going to talk about what I did this week. And I'm running a campaign for D9 supervisor, about the 5th time I've run. But anyway, I never run to win unless by accident, and there have been no accidents. But this week I appeared, I was not invited, but I appeared on a forum for Latinx, which is a group of nine Latino organizations. They do job things. The one by the Armory is one. They're a cultural. They've got dances. They've got work. You name it, they've got it. But they were there for a meeting, and the topic went around to. It ended up in the hour or so talk that we had. The main topic was vendors, street vendors. And I kept trying to tell everybody, I said, look, my dog Skippy and I, he's on the floor there, his eyes perk up, yeah. Anyway, when we talk about vendors, and I said, look, my dog Skippy and I have been cleaning around that armory over there, and I've been pushing them for 2 years to get rid of the scaffolding, the base of the fencing all around there that's been around there for I don't know, at least 4 years that stuff's been there. But I've been looking at it out my window down the street and complaining to the various city agencies. I started with you do the basic 311 call. If you have anything in your neighborhood that you want to complain about, folks, the city will eventually move. But you got to go through the procedure, and you just got to be patient. So, and I myself have at least a dozen, 15 311 orders still active around the city. I mean, everything from a sidewalk from the parking lot of the housing authority to the bus stop to moving the toilet in front of the armory. But anyway, you filed 311 notices, and I filed a 311 notice, and I said that fencing around the armory was, I thought it was slave cages from kink.com had it in, and had cages built in their basement. And yeah, the building has a rich history, let's say. We're talking about the armory in St. Louis, 1800 mission on your address thing. But anyway, it probably seats 3,000. It's got a nice theater inside it that's been recently redone by a woman named Aubrey Jane or something like that, but a tremendous job. So they're talking about vendors, and I said, my dog and I sued them, and we went to 311, and 311 said, okay, well, I'll turn it over to Department of Building Inspections. And because it was a combination of a trash complaint, because we picked up unbelievable piles of garbage and shit and everything you can imagine back there over the last couple of years. But pick them up, put them in the Orange City bags, drag them to the corner, and the city will pick them up. So that's the way I've kept it. The building owner did nothing at all. So the thing went to DBI, and DBI said, it's not anything to do with the building, so you can take it to DPW. So I took it to DPW, and they said, and boy, DPW's got the worst and the best of all worlds. They got tremendous artisans in concrete and the like. Then they got people that sit on their ass and do nothing or get in the way. Let's concentrate on the artisans here. But I get along with the other type too. I worked in 3 city agencies, and I worked on a line truck in St. Louis for what would you call them, the lighting division, street lights. And there were 4 of us, and we spent half of our time parked in a park playing cards and softball, and some of the guys would steal. Anyway, that's a long story, long way back. But back to the way that I cleared Skippy and I'm gonna give the dog some credit because he's cute and photogenic, and he does work. You know, he's I'm sure he keeps me from getting my ass beat when I collect trash and too close to some people. But that's so. We got to DBI, and DBI said, nah, it's on private property. And so it's on private property, so send it to planning. So planning didn't get this till like December, so late December. And you talk about helpful. I mean, they gave me the links to trace the building's history all the way back, and the last owners, and every complaint filed with them on it, which was like I don't know, 25 complaints over 20 years. I don't know what the kink.com used to get a lot of complaints because they followed the new age rule of just go ahead and do it and then apologize or pay the fine later. And so they did a lot of things apparently inside of the building that were they did without permits. So they kept getting hit for you do this or you do that, and the planning department would just, you know, issue them a permit for it. And so I went back and forth with planning. But anyway, let me get the bottom line in. The planning got it in December, and I'd been pushing it for 2 years. Planning took care of it in 90 days, man. I mean, it was like well, maybe not 90. It was a very short time. The fence has been removed. It is it's June 7th. The fence was removed about 3 weeks ago. So back in May. So 6 months, under 6 months. But they're fighting a billionaire here. So anyway, I looked at their record was that they had been able to abate all of these complaints within like 25 days. You know, 25 days each, and that's really that's a short period to go through for looking at a structure, at structures. Some structures. Anyway, I won't get into the plan, but some structures have been there for years, like the place next to Tony Hall, and they'd have to cut into the walls and see if everything. Anyway, all you had to do with this thing was the argument was, is it on the sidewalk? And obviously it's on the damn sidewalk. We got lots of pictures of it in the blog throughout. And but finally planning said, all right, they gave the guy all kinds of time and this and that. There's a procedure. They gave me a list of every step that they go through. I mean, they are helpful to the citizen in San Francisco. That planning department is, and they had, anyway, I won't get into the complaints they had against them before. It's probably not confidential. They wouldn't have showed it to me, right? No, but anyway, I got a call or I got an email a few weeks ago, and they said, Mr. Bryant, your complaint has been upheld. And it's a 4-page document, and it says, basically it said, we have confirmed the complaint, and therefore we're going to charge you, AJ Partners out of Chicago, $2,172 or $92.26, I think it was. I got a pretty good memory. But they charged them that money for the inspection. And so they said, and if you don't have it out within 15 days, we're going to charge you $1,000 a day. And so I'm saying to myself, this is fucking incredible. Of course, the bad energy on the other shoulder says, just a minute, man. This guy's a billionaire. He's gonna, and the building's for sale. So he's just gonna throw this in, ignore it, and throw it in with the exchange of the building and just leave it. And you know what? Within 3 days, they came in and took down every bit of that fencing. You know, it was really amazing.
You're at 10 minutes right now.
And well, We're at 10 minutes, folks. We usually don't go that long, but the main thing that I wanted to get into this section, and I don't want to go. I probably want to keep these to 5 minutes, so this will be a long one. But anyway, let me say the main thing that I wanted to get into this is that we have space for the vendors that were talked about the other night at Latinx. So everybody out there watching any media, push that. Tony, be sure to get a good shot of behind that. That's a good shot of there.
Yeah, I knew all the way. Yeah.
Folks, that's hundreds of feet. Give them 10 feet each and just mark it on the sidewalk. And you've got people will believe me. Vendors will police themselves if you got them a painted off space with their goddamn number on it. Okay, but I'm going to sign off on behalf of Tony Lorenzo, behind the camera, behind all the productions, behind the sketches, behind the sculpture, behind all of that bullshit and
show your business card
and stuff. Yeah, let me show my business card.
You got it on you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, look, you got a new business card.
It's the best business card man ever had. And it's tough to get out of the wallet.
Not like quick draw when you're wrong. Look at that. Look at that. We'll focus on the card. There you go. Because you were in focus afterwards. Hey. He's moving along in politics.
I'm telling you. The thing is, I've got, of the candidates running, should I talk anymore? No?
Go ahead.
Of the candidates running, it's I can't. I'm torn between Roberto Hernandez and his history in the neighborhood, but everybody keeps writing me and telling me he's got an attitude and blah 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 and this and that, and I think the most important thing is that your supervisor, like Matt Gonzalez and Chris Daly, used to invite everybody into their office once a month for a wine and cheese party, and that was cool. No, Mercurini kept it on, but I don't think anybody does it at City Hall anymore. But District 9 should have a District 9 party once a month in McLaren Park on Jerry Garcia Theater. Wouldn't that be great? Once a month you could do that. New supervisors should do that. But what the new supervisor should do is, first of all, agree to rehire the staff of the old supervisor, because that staff has been there since compost, and I think that'd be kind of neat. Of course, you have to repurpose them and all that. But the candidates going now, it looks to me like, oh by the way, your very H. Brown Bulldog right here, first in the city to get certified for the ballot. Everybody else in the city, all 95 candidates said pending, right down, pending.
Still?
Pending. And I know I haven't gone back.
No.
Monday, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I asked Fielder on stage, I said, you're a major candidate. Why haven't you been certified on the ballot yet? And she said, we got to wait for the papers to go through for endorsements, the endorsed people. And so, not having any endorsements, and I didn't have to fill out all the money forms because I don't have any money. And they said, what Chinese name do you want? I said, anyone will do, Blabbermouth. Is Blabbermouth taken? No, I was, it took me a week to get the signatures, and it was a bitch, man. I mean, I ended up getting 31 and 20 good, and when it was 20 good, we stopped. But I gave myself an extra 2 weeks to get them, because as soon as they gave us the thing, I started working to get signatures, because I didn't have to do anything else except write my resume. Where's my resume? I should hold that up and get it. That's a real crowd pleaser.
Well, your props aren't here, so next time we're gonna cut off.
We're gonna cut off.
Yeah. So go ahead, cut off.
Okay. First, let me get this.
You can follow H. Brown around the house because I don't want to stall the film. H. Brown's Castle, the dog.
My crew. Where's this best for background?
Okay, they can see it. They can read it.
Okay. Oh, it's you can't take a picture of. Well, no, never mind, because I've got it. I've got a hard copy right here. But
Can't add a picture into the film when it's live like this.
anyway, the reason that we're doing this, the reason that Tony and I started this, and this was all Tony's idea, of course, is because I'm a candidate for D9 supervisor. Now, I've never spent a dime on a campaign, and I've run 6 or 7 of them. I ran in District 2, I ran in District 3, I ran in District 5, I ran twice in District 6. I entered in District 8, and they redistricted me out of the district, and now I'm running in 9. And I ran for school board, and oh yeah, I ran for mayor against Newsom in 2007. But anyway, you got my my resume, and that's what it says on qualifications. When you get your voter book under H. Brown in there, it'll be 300 or 200 words for your qualifications, and I just showed you what mine will be. So it's H. Brown, and we're on the 7th of June in the year 2024. H. Brown for Supervisor District 9, and Skippy says hi to. Bye.
And what's your blog address?
Oh, my blog is sfbulldogblog.com. That's sfbulldogblog.com, and come over and see us sometime.